Okay, what's up? Gonna be talking about some shop purchases that I'd recommend getting today. Of course, I don't decide what you do with your money. That is, in the end, always your choice. This is simply what I would personally get if I did continue to spend money on the game, or if I, could go back and make a new account, yada, 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 all that sort of stuff. So I think the best purchase that, players have access to in the shop is, of course, going to be double speed. I use it pretty much throughout all of my time farming. Doubles your farming speed. It makes everything way easier to get. It improves all sorts of farming, improves, everything throughout the entire game. It's not like it just improves gold or it just improves gems. It improves summoning stones as well. It improves evil summoner. It improves getting the evolution stones. Just overall, really, really solid, really, really solid purchase in my opinion. That I'd say definitely I would recommend if you were to, would strongly recommend if you were to spend money on the game, right? I think next up, the other purchases, a little bit worse than double speed, but I guess can situationally be good, is of course 2x ad rewards. Of course, not available in the shop here. It's only available in your first 24 hours of playing, or if you do some weird restore purchase stuff on iOS. But as the name suggests, you get double monitor rewards, right? This can help with active, what's it called? Active summoning stone farming. It can help with certain wave 1 gold farming methods. It can help out with, getting more damage, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, it's a decent upgrade. Definitely not as strong as 2x speed in my opinion, but it has the potential to be pretty solid depending on what methods of farming you're using, whether you want to active farm or not, all that sort of stuff. Other upgrades I could see as possible options to make your progression a bit easier. If you do miss out getting mythicals, especially important ones like, of course, Ra, Anubis, Horus, Amaterasu, Jiraiya, Zeus as well, Zeus and possibly Poseidon, getting mythical gems could possibly help out with your progression speed overall, just to allow you to get the mythic before the mythic rotation ends. As you know, you don't really need like high star levels on mythics. One bronze honestly works for all of them. But getting the mythics at just having access to the mythics themselves can make your progression quite a bit easier. And mythics are pretty important, especially for the elemental challenges. They can also make your nightmare levels a bit easier as well. So spending money on mythical gems could be a possible option if you do just want to speed up your progression a little. If you are missing out on the mythic and the rotation is going to end soon, even if you are re-rolling. But I think definitely not a necessary purchase. Again, I guess it can just help out, but people do have access to re-rolling as well. And finally, what I'd like to talk about here is purchasing summoning stones, right? I'd say, of course, you usually get all the summoning stones farming King 1-5, and you get them all pretty easily. However, I'd say as with the special monsters, not all of them are going to be super strong. In fact, a lot of them are super weak. However, specifically for Hellhound / Ifrit here, getting star levels on this guy is super, super important for the end game. Of course, higher star level, even better. 3 gold is recommended. 3 gold is really important. 3 gold is really good for clears and efficient farming. And I'd say, if you are just a few thousand stones behind the, getting Hellhound specifically, not really the other mythics, I would say, but just Hellhound, it could sometimes be worth it to spend money on the summoning stones, just so you can get them to 3 gold. You can get them before the rotation ends, and that way you can speed up your progression. Just because that 3 gold Hellhound or even like a 2 gold Hellhound is just super, super important. Again, whereas the other specials, star levels, not really as important. Even on something such as an Arc Archimedes that can sometimes be used as a DPS carry, I would say not super important, considering that the Hellhound buff is what makes those endgame carries viable anyways. Yeah, those are going to be like the 4 main purchases I'd say I would recommend getting if you do choose to spend money on the game. Again, what you want to spend your money on is really none of my business, but that's what I would personally do if I were to spend money on the game, if I did have a new account, or if I were to continue spending money on the game. The only purchase I have made on this account right now would be double speed. I haven't really found the need to make any other purchases, especially with auto clickers and rerolling. But those purchases, the last 3 that I listed, could be situationally useful, I guess, depending on how well your farming is going or your rolling is going. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, subscribe, and yeah, see ya.